You're watching Engineering on the Cheap. We're gonna look at this Honda GVC 160 yard work engine that just does not want to run properly. Okay, so right off the bat I'm looking at this thing and it says auto choke system, which is cool. So we'll take a look at that right now. This is the air filter. Your air filter's clean. The choke, if you look inside there, I know you can't really see, but right now it's closed, so that looks good. Fuel on is that way. Let's see what happens when I fire this thing up. Starts up very easy. Let's just see what happens. Okay, it's sputtering now. So what's the cause of this sputtering? Let's see if we shut off the fuel to make it run clean. What happens? So it should improve if it's running rich, right? But it's getting worse. Really worse. So let's see. I think there's a fuel flow problem. So it's either carburation or there's a clog somewhere. That's what I believe. Let's see if the choke is on, if this auto choke system is not working. So we'll see the choke, and if you look in there, see right there, you can just see the choke is fully open. So that sounded like the choke was on, right? But it's not. So let's take a look at the spark plug. So I'm thinking the spark plug should be very, very whitey. So a lean condition. Let's see. That's the problem I'm thinking. Okay, so we're just taking out the plug and let's see what color it is. So very white means it's running very lean, right? So let's see. That's what I think was happening. Oh my God. I've never seen a whiter plug in my life. Extremely lean. So, maybe it's just the main jet is plugged. So maybe it's just a carb cleaning it needs. So we're gonna start by taking off this air box or this air filter here. Take it off, set it aside. No big deal. We're going to take off, continue taking it off. That's a 10 millimeter. So this is a Honda engine, so most likely everything's gonna be in metric. So everything is coming off here. Those are the same size, you don't have to worry about the, oy. So this is something you do have to worry about, is the gaskets and where they go. So there is likely a gasket here. Hey. Yep, there's a gasket there. Okay, yeah, so there was a gasket there. I'm gonna put it in the bin. So, ooh, there's a lot of components on this carburetor. Okay, there's this part. Have no idea what this is. What the heck is this thing? Have no idea what this is. Looks to be some kind of a switch. Oh, this is your choke. Oh, that's nice. What a mechanism. What a beautiful. Oh, that is so awesome. Honda knows what they're doing here, I'll tell you that much. Very impressed. What a nice mechanism. Here's your bimetallic spring. When the engine's hot, it pushes out, it interfaces with what I was just showing you there. It actuates the choke. This lever, this thing here. Wow, was that nice. I shut off the fuel already. And here's your carburetor. Very rudimentary looking small carburetor. So typical stuff. Okay, so this is getting a little bit nasty here, but I'm gonna hold that with the big crescent wrench and undo the float bowl with the 10 millimeter. There you go. Just couldn't hold this hard enough, so we gotta pull out the big guns. Big garoonies. Okay, so let's take a look. And of course, oh, the fuel. Oh my God, how much fuel is coming out? Way too much fuel for me. Gotta go outside. Okay, so We poured the gas inside a little container outside. Now let's see. What do you see there? I see some green sludge on the plug. Look, watch. Ooh. Maybe not. Let's look inside. Never mind. Never mind. Oh wait, there you go. Look at all those crumbs and goodies in there. I don't know if you can see that, but see those little crumbs? It's all grit. Grits. So we're gonna clean out the carburetor, and hopefully we'll take out the jet. All right, we'll show you that. We'll take off this needle and seat area so we don't bend anything. We'll blow everything out. We might use a little bit of carb cleaner, but right now I'm gonna go outside and clean this off. Okay, I'm gonna put this down like that. Just gonna use some carb cleaner for this. There's I don't know if you can see it, but there's grit there. All that little crumbs, all those little brownie stuff, that's grit. All right, so we're gonna take out the main jet here. So the screwdriver. And I already kind of manhandled it a bit to get it loose, so that's why it's coming out so easy. So I can see already some, it looks like oxidation. So there might be two parts that come out of this thing, so be careful. Ooh, there's one. There's one. And there's another one there, so let's see if I can get it out. Should come out. I just want to make sure the orientation is correct when it comes out. Okay, there you go. Came out. And it's gonna go in like this. Came out like this, it's gonna go in like this, okay? So that's what you gotta look for. Just make sure you put it in the same way. Notice, see the cup area here? That's gonna go in like that. That's it. So now we're gonna take a close look at this. Oh wow, okay, I can look through it, I can see through it, that's great. And these guys here, oh, I can see through these guys as well, all the little holes. I'm gonna clean it out very well and see if that helps it. This doesn't look so bad. There was some crumbs in here in the bowl, so we've cleaned those out, and maybe there is a little bit of dirt in there that we can't see. So let's just clean it out. I'm just gonna use air pressure to blow it out, and a little bit of carb cleaner. Okay, so it doesn't hurt to have one of these little brushes. Okay, so it's a little metal brush kit to clean carburetors. Buy it on Amazon, pretty sure, or actually it came with a carburetor. They give them away. They give away tools. They want you to clean. They want you to have a good experience with carburetors and fuel. So I use always a little piece of bristle from an iron brush, and I go inside these very small holes here, and I just poke them through like that, okay? Right, and just try to rough it through. Right, now we're gonna take a look at this. Like you can see, there is some oxidation, or there's this green slime on it, right? So it's indicative of copper oxide, and this is like a brass, but there is copper and brass, right? So I'm not sure exactly, but it's green just like that copper oxide. So along with some who knows, bacteria, who knows it grows, right? It just grows. If you see what's in there, all that corrosion, look at it. Crazy. It's all greeny. It's all it's all corrosion. So all I'm doing is just taking the end of a brush here. I know that it might be enlarging the hole ever so slightly and changing my main jet, but like, come on. We're not gonna change it that much compared to how much it's clogged. Jesus. Wow. Wow, it's just coming out. That is just so crazy. So I'm gonna try and put one of these small brushes in. All right, so we're just gonna do that, use some carb cleaner and air pressure. Okay, I hope you can't hear the radio in the background, but if you can, that's Pink Floyd. And I just hope you can't hear it because they're gonna just blacklist this video. It's the radio in the background. Okay, so here we go. We're just cleaning. It's like cleaning teeth. It's like cleaning the calculus off your teeth. There you go. Okay, so there was a screw here. I'm taking the screw out, and this is where some kind of a it's your pilot jet, I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. So your choke is on this side, so air comes in on this side, and you can see it's taking air and it's passing it through these small passages, and there's a pickup over here to pick up the fuel. So there's fuel and air mixing, and it's throwing it right, geez, I want to say right through there, right through here. See that little hole there? It looks like it's plugged off, but that's probably a jet that's set. Anyways, I'm gonna blow air through there with carb cleaner and stuff. There's nothing I can take out. There is a brass fitting down there. It's likely pressed in place. They just don't want you to touch with this stuff. There's no adjustment. Okay, overall the carburetor looks pretty clean. Yes, it did have some crud in it, and a lot of, I think it's more oxidation than anything else. Some crud, but mostly oxidation. So we're just gonna put everything back together. Here's where the needle goes down, and the seat, there is no seat that I can see of other than the casting. So they probably they just machined it, I guess. I don't know. So we're gonna put a fuel filter in line here. So that's gonna be a little bit of an upgrade. And we're just gonna put everything back together. So it goes back together in such a manner, right? This I might want to clean a little bit better. Let me just clean this up. Okay, so as I was saying, put this in the right orientation this way, not this way. This is like flat. It came out, so this is the way it has to go. And if you put it in the wrong way, it doesn't go in anyways. Go the other way. Just try and lightly press that down. There you go. Yep, that looks good. Then we're going to put the main jet in. Screw that down. I'm going to use a different screwdriver. This one here is not seating well on the slot, so. Okay, so the needle looks pretty good. If you look at the rubber, looks great. There's no ridge, no bump, no nothing. So this, we're just going to slide that in there, like so. I know it's just dangling there, so that's just the way it came out. So you just put it back the way it came out and put the pin in. The float bowl pin, okay? Just line it up and slide it in. There you go. You can adjust it if you want. Well, actually this one you can't really adjust because it's plastic. Can't bend plastic. I'm missing my snap-on 10mm. I don't know where the heck it went. There you go. Don't tighten it too much, but tighten it up. Tighten up this guy here. It's your pilot adjustment. That there is no adjustment. So this is your pilot air screw, or whatever it is, pilot air or air fuel mixture. It's all in there. It's happening all in there anyways. So here we go. That's it. Now we're just going to reassemble it. And we're going to put a filter inside here, a fuel filter. Razor blades are really sharp, so if I cut myself, it's going to be really nasty. Alright, so make sure you don't cut yourself when you're using razor blades. Put this fuel filter on. There you go. And we have to remove that much, roughly, right? So remove, just cut, 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 cut. Okay, now, there you go. That's how I usually do things. Okay, so we have everything together. We just snugged it up. There you go, snug it up, right? Not too tight, not too loose, right? Okay, there's obviously a spec for that, but this is my spec right here. You have your fuel filter, and we can turn it on now, and hopefully it does not leak. Oh, look, fuel's flowing in fast. You can see that. And if it doesn't leak, we're good to go, I think, right? We're good to go. So if it leaks, you know you have a problem, right? You have to clean it out again, but we cleaned it out. So shouldn't be a problem. All right, let's put away the tools. I honestly don't know where my 10mm snap-on wrench is, and I'm really pissed off about that, but I'll find it. I'll find it. Oh yeah. Let's fire it up. Fire it up! What does Taro say? I'm no Taro, but I can say fire it up. Let's see how she runs. Okay, let's see if she'll fire up. Fire it up good. Fires up good, so I'm going to let it run for about 5-10 minutes, okay? It's been running for about 10 minutes now, and it's cutting grass, okay? Even though the grass is not very long. It does pulsate a little bit, like surge, but I don't know how it worked before this engine, and it's likely carburation, but I mean, I cleaned it as best as I could. Definitely running very good. Like there's no real qualms about this, right? There you go. It does surge a bit, eh? Okay, before I dive into fixing this chainsaw, I'm gonna talk a little bit about that lawnmower. It was hunting a bit, right? So you'd think that the carburetor cleaning didn't help, but that's wrong. It did help. The hunting that you were seeing at the end of the video and before my camera died, the batteries died, is a result of high gain, or there's no dampening in the system. So it's basically, you know, I don't know how to fix that one, but I'm pretty sure it's not because the carburetor is running too lean. We could look at the plug, we can look at that, but we're not going to. We're going to just move on. The lawnmower has plenty of horsepower to cut grass, etc. So that's that. So now into this from the same customer, never ever cleaned the air filter. Okay, I wonder why it fires up great but just doesn't idle. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about here, but that's the first thing we're going to clean. So that's how it stalls out, he's telling me. So I cleaned out the air filter, just blew it out so far. Here's the idle speed. You believe they provide you with a tool to adjust this machine, and yet you can't get into the idle. That's the idle. Don't even bother touching the air high and low yet. No. Idle. Just idle. Pure idle. Do they even allow? Yes, they do allow you to adjust that. Let me get a real screwdriver. Okay, so I happen to have the same tool that I already had to modify just to get in there for this exact reason. Can you believe that? Anyways, let's give it a nice quarter turn and see what happens to that. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Okay, hopefully we're out of gas. And yeah, I think we're out of gas. So that wasn't good, okay? That didn't happen before. I'm gonna call this fixed. It's not the best chainsaw. I'll put everything together. I'll really clean the air filament much better than that because I just use air pressure to clean it, but it's idling. I just increase the idle speed a little bit. I'm gonna stall it, let's see. Right. Well, nice on. Fixed. Engineering on the cheap. Thanks for watching. Better than this. I really wish they would allow me to adjust these high and low. You need a special tool. I don't want to grind those screws flat. I usually grind them flat and then I have a screwdriver to get in there, but the saw is working pretty good. I sharpened the chain. It cuts very well. Idles, give them a tank of gas. What else do you want? This is engineering on the cheap. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.